Hey y'all. It's gonna be very casual tonight because I'm eating crackers. I'm so hungry. Anyway, hey Secret Society. Today we're getting together tonight to talk about good news. Okay. Damn, life is so stressful. So can we share some good news for once? Okay. Um, if you are a part of the Secret Society, hey ATL Lens, hey Sherry, hey Janelle, I see you on here. If you're a part of the Secret Society, you have instructions on how, hey Sally, on how to join the live, but you have to be a part of the Secret Society to join the live and share some good news. Um, yeah, I really think it's really important for us to maintain our positivity and our positive outlook whenever we are whenever we're dealing with struggles in life. I will admit I'm a positive person. I don't know what the secret is. Um, I used to kind of think maybe I was a sociopath who didn't have feelings, but that's not the case now. I just am a positive person and I try to see the bright side of things. So, anyway, I wanted us to get together and just have a chat, share some good news because it actually motivates me to hear what's happening with the people around me. And since y'all are part of my community, hearing good news from y'all is going to help me stay motivated and hopefully it'll help each other stay motivated or whatever. So, hey to everybody joining the live. Hey Sally Joe. So yeah, so I wanted to share, I'll go first and then Janelle's already here. So I'm gonna bring Janelle up to share some good news. Like I said, if you're a member of the Secret Society or a member on YouTube, you should have information on how to access so you can join in live if you want. But I'll share some good news. I think so, like I don't think people realize, and I don't know about other people who have like large followings. I don't know how they feel about this, but I was in the gym 2 days ago and I had this girl stop me and she was like, "Hey, are you Jasmine?" I was like, "Yeah, girl." And she was like, "Oh my God, I love your content. Like your content got me through the pandemic." And she was just saying, like, it's so nice to see people online who have the same like viewpoints as me. And she was just like really like telling me that she was really inspired by my content, how she shared it with everybody, and she knows everything about my life. And she was working out next to me for maybe like 10 minutes. And I was like, thank you so much. And oftentimes, I'm not going to cry now because I'm very sensitive. Oftentimes, after people approach me and tell me things like that, like I feel like it's a sign from God to like keep going. And I don't know. I just love when women come up to me and tell me that. Men too. It's like mostly women and queer people, queer men or queer women that tell me that. And I just feel so like blessed. I feel so good. So that was one really positive thing that happened to me this week. And I feel like whenever we're feeling like weird, then like whenever I'm feeling weird, then like God will send me somebody to be like, girl, I love what you're doing. Keep going. And that's basically what she said. Robo Tim. Yeah, this because it's about positivity and stuff, like this is all about like letting anybody who wants to join as well. So anyway, thanks for being here, Robo Tim. But anyway, so that is my positive news for the week. And I would love for y'all to come up and tell me about what's going on with y'all, something positive that happened. You can type it in the chat. You can use the instructions if you are a member to access StreamYard or whatever. It's really easy. Just click the link and then go from there. But anyway, I'm gonna bring Janelle up. Let me see. I never done this before. Can Janelle?
Yes, can you hear me?
Okay, I can't hear you for some reason.
Oh no, let me see. Mute and unmute. Maybe I'll get some headphones.
Let me make sure my volume is up on my headphones too.
Okay. You check and let me know. Unless you need me to put my
'Cause I
headphones
still
on.
can't hear you.
Can y'all hear me? Okay.
I'm eating graham crackers.
Where is my
Side note, Sprouts has the best graham crackers, y'all. They're $3.99. Y'all hear her?
Can you hear me? Let me know.
Oh, y'all hear her, but I don't.
That's weird.
Hold on.
Let's stop. Interesting. I don't
Say
know
something
why.
else, Janelle.
I'm saying
Everybody
something
can hear
else.
you, but I can't.
I
Let me
guess.
look
I
at my
don't know.
audio.
Hello, hello. Testing
Oh,
one
I know
mic.
why. Hold on.
Oh, see, she got it. She got it.
Okay, I
Testing.
can hear you now. Sorry, that was me.
Testing.
That
Okay,
was
you're
my
good.
fault.
You're
My
good.
my
You're
bad.
good. Okay, now you're good. Hello, everybody. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I feel like I should introduce Janelle because Janelle, she's a part of the secret society.
Yes.
She lives in Texas. I'm not gonna put her city out there, but she lives in Texas. And I just love Janelle so much. We always DMing each other. She's always on Jazz After Dark. We're talking about dating. We're talking about all the things. She's always on the lives. And so I know her whole life and everything like that. So anyway, Janelle, go ahead and tell us if you have
Thank
good
you.
news.
I was thinking hard because yes, good news, positivity. Although things have been tough work wise, we're not getting into that. We're talking about good things. I feel like I guess my good things are kind of like simple for the year thus far. I started like getting into reading because last year I realized I hadn't really like sat and read a book at all like the whole year, and I said, "Oh no, this got to change." So I did my like 2025 bingo card, and I put a goal to do like a book like a quarter like of the year. So hopefully by the end of the year I would read 4 books, and I'm already close to the end of my 4th book already. Yes, girl. Yes.
Girl, you didn't read 4 books already?
Almost. Let me see. Almost. I got a little bit left from this
How
book.
you go from reading no books to 4 books, Janelle?
Girl, my friend introduced me to romance and smut. That's how that's how. And I said, "Oh, I like this. This is a page turner." So yeah. And I also got a library card. So that's why I'm able to just like rent out the books and stuff. Y'all, please go get a library card. It is free to sign up. You have access to they have curbside now, so if you don't want to go inside, you just put what books you want, and you could pull up and say, "I'm here." They'll bring you your books. You could drop it off without going inside, and you get access to Libby, which is like an audiobook app, so you can like rent out audiobooks from the library. It's so great. Anyways,
Janelle, that's impressive because
yeah.
I was at an event this week and I heard a black girl was like she wants to read 3 books a month was her goal.
Yeah.
And I was like, my goal is just 1 book every I think she said 1 book a month, or 3 a
Mm-hmm.
quarter. Is it a quarter? January, March, April? A
Yeah.
quarter is 3.
Yeah.
So I think she said 1 book a month. I was like 1 book
That
a
makes
quarter,
sense.
but yeah.
Yeah.
So that's good.
I don't know how, but somehow I literally have done. I'm like almost done with my 4th book, and it's not even the end of February. So
Okay, so it sounds like fiction, but what book would you recommend? If you had to tell us which book out of the 4 so far, what would you recommend? Which
I
one?
guess it depends on what level of spiciness you're wanting. If
So
we're
all of them are spicy? All of them.
all of them are spicy, but there's like levels, like there's
The
some.
spiciest one, girl.
The spiciest one I've had so far. It's called Only for the Week. I don't remember the name of the author. I can look that up. But it is an easy read. It's a short read. The premise of the book is that the the main character is going on a vacation, like destination wedding, to her sister's. You found it, okay? To her sister's wedding, who ironically is marrying her ex, and his best man and her have this like chemistry, and they make a deal that they're gonna do stuff only for the week. But we'll see if it passes the week or how that goes about.
And it's a black author.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, all I've read are black authors thus far. Like that's what I'm
great.
starting the year. Yeah. So
Listen,
I've been
I will
told
be picking it up.
yes, only for the week. Who's the author?
Her name is Natasha Bishop.
There you go. So good. Mm-hmm. If y'all read it, let me know. Because the club scene, that's the one. That's all I got to say. The club scene. Anyway, yeah, that's I guess a small thing. I'm like, that's good. Like I've read 4 books.
That's big.
Mm-hmm.
That's big. And I don't care what kind of books you read, because also like reading fiction is so important because it helps us use our imagination, our creativity. Yeah. It helps us escape. Yes. You know what I mean? It's a healthy way to kind of get your mind off of things that's going on. So I love that.
Yeah. Absolutely. I feel like I've kind of always liked fiction, but I feel like once you in school growing up, they kind of emphasize like nonfiction, which
Yeah.
obviously there's importance to nonfiction for different things, but everything just becomes that or like research
Yes.
books, papers. So you just kind of like lose, your love for it or a desire for it. But I said, okay, I'm gonna have to get me get into more of this fiction. So yes, I definitely have appreciated that for sure.
Okay. And you got a date tonight. Not to put your business out there.
I don't know if it's a date as much as a pull
I
up
still think it's a date.
situation, but
I think it's still a date.
yeah, I guess so. It's a date
Hopefully he pulls up
to
not
kiss for
empty
30
handed with
minutes.
something.
Hopefully
What'd
he
you
texts
say?
me. I said a date to kiss for 30 minutes. To actually kiss for 30 minutes. But I'm waiting. He said he would text me when he got off work and was like back home and showered. So I'm gonna leave it up to him because he said that's what he gonna do.
Okay,
Since he
period.
has not done that, I am on here. Because I'm not gonna
Okay,
sit
period.
there like this waiting for him. So I'm on here.
Yes, yes.
So yes.
Okay, well, thanks for popping on.
Thank you. I will continue to be on live on YouTube.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Okay, thank you.
Bye. Y'all, kissing for 30 minutes is also a form of self care. Like, if I could kiss somebody, if I could find somebody to kiss for 30 minutes, I would be so happy. I would be happy. I don't even listen, kiss me for 30 minutes and leave me alone. For real. Like, come on, pull up, kiss me for 30 minutes and leave me alone. Okay, Damien, I'm gonna read your good news yet next. Fun fact, Damien, I love the fact that I really know y'all. Like I really be knowing y'all. Damien pulled up to a show that I had in Florida. So I got to meet Damien in person. Love you down. It says my good news is that I haven't been focused on since the election is that one good thing that came out of that is Leonard Peltier is at home in his own bed after 50 years of wrongful incarceration. Oh yeah, Leonard, yeah. I actually heard about that story, but I don't know that much about it. I don't know what he was convicted for, but I did see that he got sent home after 50 years of wrongful of being in jail. But the thing about it, like, Damien, I'm glad that's your good news, but that makes me mad. Because I'm like, this man spent his whole life in jail. Did he get money? That's the only way that's gonna make me happy. Okay. That's the only way they're gonna make me happy. ATL says Janelle showed out on her goal. Sally, how many books you got to read? Y'all, please keep typing your good news into the chat so we can highlight your good news. I wanted to share some facts. I don't even know if these are facts, right? But I wanted to share some notes about optimism that I took. Yeah, he can't get that time back, right? Um Anyway, so one thing that I looked up and it was talking about optimism and how optimism can improve your physical health and longevity. It says studies have shown that people with a positive outlook on life tend to have a stronger immune system, lower stress level, and reduced risk of chronic disease. Optimistic individuals are also more likely to engage in healthy habits, which can lead to living longer, healthier lives. I feel like that's so important because, like, a large part of my following is Black women, and stress be killing us. Really, stress be killing us. Like, we have to figure out how we can reduce our stress in our life. And I honestly don't know how to reduce stress. I be wondering if my like anxiety I feel like not little things, but over the things I go through is actually harmful to me or not. I don't know. But Damien said they fighting to get him money. Okay. Sally said my reading list is 200 to 220 books. Now, how the hell you gonna read 220 books? There are only 365 days in a year. So how the hell you gonna read 200 books? Are they children's books? Because how the hell do you read 220 books? Like, that don't make no sense. If they gave me a reading list of 220 books, I would have quit school. I'm not even lying to you. I would have quit. I would have quit. As soon as I saw the list, I'd have said, you know what, I'm good. Bold Lion, I buy a lot of books and I don't be reading them too. I bought Quinta Brunson's book. I ain't read it. I started Cicely Tyson's autobiography. I ain't read it. I started it. I haven't finished it. I'm about 30 pages in. Y'all, can I talk a little bit of mess? I think okay, now we supposed to stay positive. Never mind. I'm not gonna talk no mess. Anyway, Eddie said his good news is he's back in school and passing his classes. Shout out to Eddie. I know Eddie too. Um, oh, you read half of them at least once. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Because I would have quit school. I would have quit school, Sally. Um, Damien said a gentleman caller invited me to dinner, but I liked him 10 years ago, so I'm gonna make him work for it. Okay. Y'all, I think another thing that I'm really excited about right now is like what's up with this? Like is like when it comes to dating, I feel like I've been dating for almost 2 years now. And I feel like I was just wanting to get out here and get the experience. But now I kind of feel like I'm back into a groove where I can like raise my standards now. So I'm kind of like, okay, now you have to be entertaining. You have to juggle. You have to be a magician. You have to pull out some scarves. You have to pull the coin from behind my ear because unless I'm really excited and whatever, then I'm not interested. My interest is going. It's like it's going down. But I'm proud of myself for that. I think that's a win because it's kind of like make them work for it, Damien. Cannolis. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading. You said Cicely Tyson's memoir is your favorite of all time. I heard it's a lot of people's favorite, but it's not bad right now. It's just it could be a little bit. Like I need to pick it up more. I need to pick it up more. ATL Lynn said, but don't dance. Yeah, I don't like you can dance. I think people took the dancing thing out of proportion. You can dance, but just not like in the middle of the room. You know what I mean? Like just not too much. Don't do too much. Um, y'all, what's one thing that y'all wanna do this year that will like literally make your entire year if you actually get it done? Do y'all have any goals this year that you really want to get done that will actually just make you so happy if you look back and you just got it done? I'll go first. I'll go first. Um, I'm gonna tell y'all a secret because I haven't really told that many people. Um, I want to turn my angry cooking into a cooking show. And it's gonna take a lot of time, investment in my time, investment in my creativity, and investment money wise. Hey Sherry, the other Sherry, to make that happen. But if I actually make that happen this year, I would be so happy and proud of myself. But I already have the idea going, and it would be like a cooking show. It will be a longer form cooking show, 20-25 minutes. And I'm not gonna say the whole idea, but if I actually get this done, it's already February, and I'll be feeling like time be flying. Like, but if I actually get this done, I'll be so proud of myself. I don't care if nobody watches. I don't care what happens to it, whatever. I'll be really proud of myself if I get that done. So do y'all have anything that y'all really want to get done? Janelle said you want to, Eddie said find a job paying you more money. That's easy, Eddie. All you gotta do is start applying. Easy peasy, Eddie. One of my favorite hacks as a former HR person for finding a job to make more money is whatever job that your boss is doing that you know you could do, put everything that your boss does on your resume so you can get the next level. Keep your title the same, but put on your resume the things that your boss does that you know you can do. You may not have never done it, but you seen your boss do it. Put that on your resume. I'm telling y'all. Because then when you apply for your boss's job at other places, it will, Tierra. Oh, okay. You want to find a job within your current company? Okay, don't do that. Because your boss gonna be like, because when you apply for the job and they come back to your boss and say, boss, do he be doing all this? Your boss gonna say, I know goddamn well this ain't my shit. Your boss gonna quote Vale, comedian Vale, and say, I know goddamn well this ain't my shit. I just heard. Anyway, that's only for when you doing outside. Okay. Anyway. Sherry, you want to do a cooking show too? Do it. Please do it. Do it. Okay. Janelle said you want to continue to get healthier and lose weight. I love that. I love that goal. Damien said, go support your best friend since the age of 12 when she completes the Miss Wheelchair USA. Hold on, let me look up Miss Wheelchair Michigan. That's what that is. Hold on. Let me look at your friend. Miss Wheelchair MI. Is MI Michigan? Okay. Facebook. I think I found her on Facebook. What's her name? Renita? What's her name, Damien? Renita? Am I looking at the right person? She got a black name. Let me know. Let me know. If not, I'll have to Google again. What else? Sally said, my good news is I'm on a week 5 of exam prep. Am I actually doing okay and getting better with organizing my notes, expressing myself in meetings? I have ADHD, so it's a struggle. Okay, it's good job, Sally. Sally, do you have any goals outside of school? I know it's hard. I know your PhD program turns into your whole life. But do you have any outside of school? Hey, Devion, I'm a Pisces. Thank you. I'm a Pisces. My birthday coming up. My mom's a Cancer, though. Tierra, ain't nobody judging you. I know I know I can tell by your profile picture you like to be cute and put together 100%, honey. But ain't nobody judging you on here. I got my robe on. Yeah. I might have gloss on and stuff, but I have literally a robe on right now. So please come as you are. Okay. We're not here to give you level up advice. Okay. We just here to share some good positive things. Sherry said I only know how to make 11 things. Same. I'm not Chef Boyardee Jasmine, but I know how to the 11 things I make good. You're right. You'll learn how to make more things too. More things will come to your mind as you go. Okay, Damien, you said this is your girl. Renita. Look at Renita. She's cute. Oh, so she had a platform speech, but y'all check out Miss Wheelchair Michigan 2025, Renita. and Miss Wheelchair 2024. She don't got her name on here, but it's a black girl. Okay, shout out to the girls in the pageants. Yeah, you gotta go support her. Eddie said, I'm on a weight loss journey. Also, I gained 100 pounds over the pandemic. You down 20. Eddie, didn't I just see you in Philly? I don't like to comment on people's bodies, but it didn't look like you had 100 pounds to lose, Eddie, but okay. Timmy said you want to hustle and grind a bit more on everything. On what? On what specifically? Let's get specific. Let's get Pacific. Let's get Pacific. Thank you so much, Rain. Okay, something you want to do is you want to pour into yourself the way you pour into others. I know that's right. Now, how you gonna do it? Let's get Pacific. How you gonna do it? What's one thing you gonna do? Sally said, "I love weave." Sally, you want to sell bundles on the side? You can, if you have somebody like a hairstylist, you can do that. I know a lot of people who sell bundles on the side. For real. Not Eddie said he could send us recipes. That's a little shady, Eddie. Because we don't know now. I can see y'all some. You was 279 when you saw me? Dang, okay. That sound like that's a lot, but you didn't look like you look good to me. Okay, Sally said you trying to specialize in light wefts. Sally, don't say you're not entrepreneurially minded. Don't say that. You are. How are you not entrepreneurially minded, but you getting a PhD? There's no such thing, y'all. There's no such thing as being entrepreneurially minded. I mean, look at Elon Musk. Do you think he's entrepreneurially minded? He burns down every company he touches. That man is not entrepreneurially minded. There's no such thing. We all have the ability. We all have the same tools. You know what I mean? We all have special things that we're weak at doing, things that we're strong at doing. We all have the same, and by the same tools, I don't mean we're all like wired the same, but we all have strengths and weaknesses. And it's all about trying to figure out how to utilize those things to do the things you want to do. So don't ever say that you're not entrepreneurially minded and you have a PhD. That don't make no sense. It's just simply untrue, you know? So a part of this, is like really making sure that you wire your brain to kind of focus on the things you can do instead of the things that you're feeling. It's totally normal and okay to feel insecure about things. I feel insecure about creating the cooking show that I want to create because I've never created a show. Like, can I do this? This seems really hard. It seems like a big project. I'm good at small projects, but can I take on something bigger? And it's really just about like taking that deep breath and okay, let's just start with the first thing. You know what I mean? So as long as you've started, you already have inventory, you've started. That's crazy. That's good. Cannolis. Yeah, you're here for the jokes. But the rest of the jokes can be good, but the recipes have to be good too. The recipes have to be good too, you know. Sally Joe said he's on drugs. He is. Okay, we got another person who wants to get up. ATL, you ready? Is this Gaston? Okay, this Gaston. Okay. Hold on, Gaston. Let me add you right here. Okay, I can hear you. Hey, Gaston. Yeah.
Oh, let me get my intro.
Okay. This is Gaston. Okay, this is Gaston. Shout out to Gaston. Gaston's been a supporter for a really long time. I appreciate him so much. He's a part of the Secret Society as well, okay, on Patreon. But also, when I was in Atlanta last year, when I was in Atlanta last year with my dad, Gaston came early and he helped me and my dad set up chairs, move around chairs. He took a shot with my dad before the show. He was just there to make sure everything was good, and I really appreciated that. So this is Gaston, y'all. So
We did all the things. We came to Atlanta. We showed out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely hit that like button because y'all playing.
yes,
Obviously, a lot of y'all ain't in the Patreon. That means y'all don't support Black women, and that's a
yeah,
problem.
yes. It gets to the good
That's a
news. Yeah,
problem.
y'all should join the Patreon, even if you join for free, because this is like
Going for free.
everybody had access to this tonight. So anyway.
I'll put the link in there, but I'm not a moderator on YouTube. But we'll talk about that. That's another thing.
I don't even have a moderator. I need to add people as moderators on YouTube. I really don't know how to do it. So
okay, I'll tell you that in a minute. Okay, so my good news.
Yeah. What's your good news?
So I myself, first of all, hello everybody. Y'all probably have never seen my face, but y'all see me all over the chats. As you can see, my name has changed to ATL Lens of Justice. Because you know what I'm saying? I was a content creator myself for like 2 years during the whole Kevin Samuels movement. That was like a thing. And I know we ain't supposed to say that name, but that was another time, another life. There was a lot of YouTube content creators on YouTube. I was one of them. I had a bunch of videos. I privated all of them, cleaned my channel. I'm going to start doing reaction videos to, I renewed my StreamYard membership. Calm down. Everybody, be trying to, you know what I'm saying? But,
Gaston, what's your good news, Gaston? What's your good news?
I renewed, so StreamYard, as you know, Jazz, StreamYard is like $25 a month. And for before I bought my house, so June of 2023, up until it was like a year, I had StreamYard Pro and wasn't using it. And so that was at least like $350 that I just threw away basically. Because I wasn't using it. And so you're right, Eddie. I be stringing it along. You're right. But long story short, I renewed my StreamYard membership tonight. Renewed my StreamYard. You muted, Jazz. Renewed my StreamYard membership tonight, and I'm gonna start back on YouTube. I'm gonna start back creating content. Like I said, I was really heavy on creating content, making videos almost as much as you, Jazz, and I just got discouraged.
Why'd you get discouraged?
Because I'm not pretty. I'm not cute, and so people don't be tuning in to see what I got to say. People don't care. But also the content got to be good, and I feel like I was new, and I wasn't. It was new, it was new for me. So as you said, like I be drawing it out, I be talking too long, not getting to the point, and people just be like, "All right, well, it was nice listening." And they, people have the attention span of squirrels, and so they click off real quick. And it was discouraging because I have chats with 3 people in there, and I'd be like, "All right, y'all, well, this was nice."
Well, I mean,
7 at this.
Here's the thing. People try to, a lot of people, you have to sometimes skip people's advice online too about this is what you need to do to make money. This is what you need to do to make money, blah, 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 blah. Because it takes, especially YouTube, it takes a very long time to make money on YouTube. It's not easy.
Right.
I've had this channel for over a decade.
Mm-hmm.
And I have 25,000 followers and I have 2 million followers on TikTok. Like, it's not, I don't promote it the way I should, but it's just not easy to make money on YouTube. It's not. So that's the first thing. Like, it's going to take at least 3 years not to make money necessarily, but to like feel good about like what you're doing to get you the momentum.
Right. And I mean, I'm sure that you, as a content creator, I try to be in the chats, chatting with you. It might be just me and you in there sometimes, but like having that, like somebody talking to you, you talking back, that feedback, because it's like you don't know if what you're saying is like kind of hitting you. Like, damn, I'm saying this stuff. Is it landing like I wanted to? And yeah, I just got discouraged. So I'm gonna be honest, transparent with that. I really got discouraged on creating content, and so I stopped. And like I said, I paid for StreamYard for over a year and wasn't using it. And so, like I said, excuse me. Like I said, I renewed my membership tonight. I went to Kevin's show. Kevin had a show here tonight.
Kev on stage?
Yeah. It was
Did
a
you
really
have fun?
it was a great show. That's why I'm all snazzy looking.
Yeah.
And so he had a great show tonight. And one of his messages in the show was just like, don't let nobody, tell you that you can't do something.
Mm-hmm.
And there were people I would get like it was ironic that I used to get like hate messages. People would be like, "Why are you creating content? Don't nobody want to see you on YouTube?" I'm like, man, like where's the love? people people was hating heavy, and it was like, dang.
No.
So all that said, like I said, I renewed my StreamYard membership tonight. So I'm back on the $25. My plan is
Okay.
to react to like interrogation videos and stuff like that. So yeah. So hey y'all, this is me. Y'all see me in every chat that Jazz has, and I'm always gonna support her. She's an amazing content creator, amazing person, and
Thank you,
best of all, stand-up
Gaston.
comedian. So we love her. We love her here. And again, if y'all not subscribed to the Patreon, it's free, and you don't support Black women, and that's your issue. You need to talk to Jesus about it, and then subscribe to the Patreon. The link will be in the tweet.
Well, listen, I will say, Gaston, 3 things. First, I do Jazz After Dark. I've had the podcast since last May. And sometimes it's just me and Janelle. Sometimes it's just me, Janelle, and Sherry, or, and people are starting to, last time we did an episode, it was like 11 people in there. That made me happy. Because I'm like, we were doing 3 or 4 people before. And sure, sometimes people go back and watch the episode, but like there's nothing like having people in the room with you,
Right.
So that's nice. The second thing I'll say is no matter how you look, people are going to relate to you. You're a handsome guy, you tall. There are going to be people who are going to be like, you tall and you dark and handsome, you can't give me no advice on this and that. There's going to people who are going to tell you that, so you might as well forget about that.
Yeah.
And then the third thing is you got to get some glasses that don't reflect.
Oh, well,
because we could see the reflection. If you wear glasses on the stream, because we could see your whole laptop screen. And if you, I don't know what kind of screens you got up on your other pages and stuff like that, but we might see something we don't want to see. I don't know what you watching on your others. It look like you got 2 screens. I don't know what you watching on your other screen. Well, we're gonna be able to see all that if you
right. Yeah, no, I'm gonna get it together though. And so, like I said, I appreciate you. You've always been an inspiration to just keep going. And I know that you be, like the tour was rough. I know you was like, man, like this tour ain't touring like it's supposed to be touring. Where y'all at?
Yeah.
So
it actually turned out, every show I was satisfied at the end, but I was like
stressed.
Stressed.
And I was so proud of you that you just kept going. And it's like that's the key to it all, is just to keep going, like consistency, because everybody else who's trying to keep up will fall off, because you keep it. Y'all gotta support Black women. I'm telling y'all is tripping. But yeah, so thank you so much for letting me up, Jazz. That's my good news.
That was good.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me up.
Okay, well, I can't wait to subscribe and see you post your videos.
Yeah. All right.
All right, bye. Yes, y'all. Listen, I say it all the time. I hope I'm not like always saying it, but it is hard to keep going. So when you keep going and you're doing something, you don't give up. Like, you really got to give yourself props. You really got to give yourself props. Like, it's hard to keep going. I was talking to a friend yesterday who's a comedian, and they were just kind of like, I don't know if I want to keep doing this. I don't know what I want to do, because I have all these ideas. I don't know where to put them. It's hard. So I feel like I repeat it to myself all the time so that I can continue to boost myself. But even like Gaston saying like, oh, I got discouraged. Getting discouraged is a part of the things that you're doing when you're passionate about things. And like when you really love doing something and you're passionate about it and you question yourself and you get discouraged, that's a part of the process. I get discouraged every 3 weeks. I promise y'all. I cry in the shower. Nobody, I don't have a manager. Oh my God, I'm not on a TV show. Oh my God, like what am I doing? Nobody's watching my video I just posted. I don't have no brand deals. I cry every 3 weeks. I get my whole head wet sometimes. Yeah, and Gaston said he was all in the chats before he got a girlfriend. Yeah, you got your priorities is right now. Damon, you have a channel too, but you're not putting pressure on yourself. What? You saw Cat Williams and Monique? How was that? You said you were gonna see that. You said I'm going to see Cat Williams tonight. The other day in the comments, I saw that. Yes. Okay. Hold on. Let me see. Sherry, promote it then. What's stopping you? Sherry said, I feel like if I promote Jazz Channel, she'd have 1 million subs. Promote it. What's keeping you from doing it? Shoot. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all too. Um, okay, let me tell y'all one more thing that I think that hopefully it's like I'm excited about. We'll see how it goes. So, I can add you as a moderator if I'll do it later, Gaston. So this guy hit me up, you guys. I'm not gonna say his name or anything because who knows what it might turn into. But this guy hit me up and he said it was his second time emailing me because he's a manager, right? And he manages one of my favorite comedians. And he asked me, we're supposed to meet this week coming up. And he asked me if I had any shows coming up. So I just did Hot Mic at the Hollywood Improv. Hot Mic is a LOL network comedy show that happens every month. It's put on by, Heartbeat, Kevin Hart's production company and stuff. And so he came to my show. This manager came to my show and he's a Black guy. We were talking and I actually really liked his personality. Like we were talking about comedy. We were talking about some of my favorite comics. I found out he manages one of them. And we're supposed to meet this week to talk about, like some of my goals and stuff like that and what I want to do. And I'm excited. Like, I might have a manager soon. Who knows? It could work out. And I'm excited to have somebody Black on my team because I haven't had a Black manager before. I had a Black agent before, but she stopped being an agent to work on her own personal endeavors. But I'm excited to like maybe have a Black guy on my team to help me accomplish some of these things I want to accomplish. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So just the fact that somebody is like a fan of mine and they want to represent me, I think is really cool. And the fact that he was like, I emailed you a long time ago, but I never heard back. And I was like, really? That's weird because I usually reply back to my emails, even if it takes me a while. Um, yeah. So I'm excited about that. I'm like, oh, please tell me if this is the right thing. Cause after I talked with him, I felt good about it, So yeah, it wasn't unofficial. He watched the show and stuff like that, and I was funny as hell. So yeah. K Wu said, I want to be a writer on your team, on your writer team. Well, you're looking at the writers team right here, Jasmine. I don't have writers though, because this is the team right here. All right here. You looking at it. Hold on, let me scroll back. Eddie said you cried in the gym a couple days ago. The gym is a good place to cry because you already sweating. I always say the shower is a good place because you already wet. Let's see here. Am I coming to Florida? I don't have any plans to go on a comedy tour this year. Honestly, last year, the last year's comedy tour that I planned, I did everything myself. It was me and a part-time assistant that I had. We booked the venues. I sold the tickets. I created the merch. I sold the merch. It's underneath my bed. If you want to buy a t-shirt, a lot of it is still under my bed. It was really tough. I was in charge of marketing. I was in charge of posting the show, promoting the show. I would go to the venues. I would set up chairs. I would set up my merch. My dad was there to help me. I had friends help me in New York. I had I had somebody help me in Philly or in Chicago. I had somebody help me. It was a lot of work. It was a lot of work. So I'm not on a comedy tour this year, and I'm only going to go out and tour if somebody hires me and they do all of that work I'm only gonna go on a comedy tour if somebody says, "Will you go on tour with me?" As somebody's like opener or feature or something like that, because it was a lot of work. Happy I did it. A lot of work. Um, Stephania said it's tough to keep going. I think that's the toughest thing I learned as a young adult. No matter what happens, you have to keep going. If you stop, you'll never get anywhere and no one will care about you. Damn. 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 You'll never get anywhere and nobody will care about you. Ah, what is Denzel has a saying that he loves that I love. Denzel quote on preparation. So it says Gaston gifted 5 comedian Jasmine W memberships. Well, how do we redeem those? Sorry, sis. Get back on stage, Damien. Wait, how Gaston, if you gift 5 memberships, how do people redeem those? They automatic. Oh, how does that work though? Oh, really? And it's 5 people in the chat? That's dope because I'm trying to figure out when I'm gonna go live on YouTube to talk about Ready to Love. Of course, if you're on Patreon, you're gonna get access to that content, but you might not care about the content. You might. Thank you, Eddie. Hold on. So it got the wow. Yeah, Damien's already a member. Okay, so it did Gaston. I don't know how that works. So one of my favorite quotes, you did, Janelle, it's fun, it's good. One of my favorite quotes that Denzel said is no, this is not the quote I'm looking for. Luck is when opportunity meets preparation. Ready to Love Philly is starting out rough. Sherry, King Kong, no. My phone just thought I said Siri, but I said Sherry. What's ADT sponsorship? Oh, okay. Cannoli says it's hard to write, perform, and promote alone. You should check Johnson's formula. He went from saying again. But here's the thing between me and the difference between me and Josh Johnson. This is a good point. He went from 70K to 1 mil by uploading weekly 10-minute practice sets. You have to have at least 20 minutes of stage time a week to do that. I have a child. I cannot do comedy. I can't do comedy for 20 minutes every week. You have to have consistent shows that you're on or have your own show, and you have to be able to do that every single week in order to do that. I don't have my own show, my own comedy show, like in my city. I also don't have a show that I do every week. You know what I mean? So if he uploaded 10 minutes of practice sets once a week, that is 500 hours of comedy. That's a lot of comedy. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't do that many shows. Like I'm a single mom. I guess I could if I hired a sitter to do that many. And then if I had a show to go up on every week, I could. How does he do that many sets? Honestly, Sally Joe, before I had a child, I would get up and I would go to open mic about 5 nights a week. You know, Um, yeah, he does the weekly comic joint and he doesn't have a baby. So I would do comedy about 5 nights a week. And I would hop around. After one open mic, I can go to a different open mic. In Los Angeles, also, it's really hard to get 20 minutes of stage time, 10 minutes of stage time, because open mics are like 4 to 5 to 6 minutes. So even if I went to the same open mic every week and got 6 minutes of stage time and then uploaded that every week, I could do it. It would cost me a lot of money. The investment would be, at least $150 a week because that's how much it costs for a sitter to do that. So I understand I'm at a disadvantage because I'm a single mom, but also I feel like I have some, I don't know. Maybe I could roast people. That's what I do every day on YouTube with my Married at First Sight, with my Married at First Sight, with my Ready to Love, with my the content that I create online or whatever. You can't show nothing in 2 minutes. Honestly, and then also you guys, just to talk about comedy for one split second, Matt Rife doesn't do open mics. Open mics are a place where other comics sit around and don't laugh at each other. So I would have to be booked on a show every week to get a audience who's prepared to watch comedy, fresh comedy. Open mics are not a place where you're going to be able to riff and do crowd work. You're talking to comedians. They don't want to talk to you. They're there to get up so that they can tell their jokes so that none of us can laugh and so that they can get down and go to another open mic. Like I've been doing this for 12 years. Trust me. I always tell y'all, ain't nothing you could tell me in the chat that I ain't thought of, that I haven't done. Okay. I have some other ideas though for sounds toxic. Um yeah. There's some other things, but I just have to have I think my biggest obstacle right now is the bandwidth because I have to learn how to delegate things. It's hard also to get people to like I need somebody to edit my videos right now. It's hard to get somebody to do that because I'm funny. If you don't understand my sense of humor, or if you don't have a sense of humor, it's hard to get you to edit my videos because you're editing out the jokes. Yes, and thank you. I don't have a weekly slot in the LA club scene. I don't have a weekly slot. You have to get out and you have to be out every night in order for people to be like, so I'm really funny though. I should have something. But also there's so many elements to it. Poetry open mic crowd that is more forgiving. Oh, for sure. Comedians literally they don't care about your jokes. They're just there. I barely laugh when I'm at open mic. I'll be like, I laugh if something's funny, but if it's not funny, then and it's all everybody's new jokes, in front of people who think that they're, a bunch of Jerry Seinfelds. It's like y'all a bunch of broke Jerry Seinfelds, and y'all not laughing at this. Janelle said, "Do you think your cooking show is your goal towards where your comedy will go, or just expansion of it?" You know what, Janelle? I my my goal since I graduated college was to have my own show. That's my ultimate goal. Whenever I have my own show, and it is on a platform for millions of people to watch, that is my goal. That's why I went to school for broadcast communications. Okay. That's my ultimate goal. So if I had a cooking show and I made money from that cooking show, hopefully lots of money, enough money to hopefully maybe buy a condo. And people watched it and enjoyed it and laughed at it, that would be my goal. My goal is to have my own show. Now, if I have to make that happen myself, then I have to make it happen, right? So I don't think that it's like one linear way to think about it like, "Oh, is it towards my towards my comedy goal?" They intersect, right? I wanna have my own show. I'm a comedian. I want people to enjoy it. Like, they all of these things intersect. So, yeah, if I had my own cooking show, it doesn't matter if I'm a stand-up comedian. If I have my own cooking show and lots of people tuned in and it was successful and really funny and the food was good, mission accomplished. Gaston, my daddy gonna be security, and my brother's 6'4", by the way, and he knows how to work a never mind. My brother would be security probably. Yeah, cannolis. Well, here's the thing too, I don't want to Cannoli said Quinta Brunson got a show, and she started with funny tweets and wrote a sketch for BuzzFeed. Quinta wrote that show. Let's also be clear on that. Quinta wrote a really funny show. So she didn't get it. No, no, no. That's Quinta's show. And she presented it to people and they said, "We like that idea. We will buy into that." I just want to not glaze over how difficult that is. Very difficult. Sherry. So, yeah, I don't know. I am doing the best that I can. I'm doing the best that I can. But this year, I really feel like it's the year for me to really focus on the things that I want to do and how I want to do them and just kind of figure things out. Um, oh yeah. Oh, you joined the waiting room, Tierra. Thank you. I was not even looking at that. Okay. I'm gonna add you. Hey,
Hey
Tierra.
guys. Hey y'all. I don't know. Can you hear me okay? I have my phone sitting on top of something.
I can hear you, but I'm hearing myself a little bit in the echo. So I'm gonna go on mute while you tell us your good news. Wait, we can see you fine. Hold on. We
Oh,
can't
I
now,
was
but
just
okay.
turning my volume down a little bit, so maybe that would help.
No, I think
But
I'm good
yeah.
now.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, my good. Oh, and also thank you for hosting this, by the way. First off, because honestly, a lot of people probably don't realize it, but it's kind of hard to have a safe space to share good news because sometimes people will hear it and then like that jealousy might come out, or it's like it's not like a very enthusiastic response. It's kind of dry, and that's also kind of that little sign of jealousy. So it's like, yeah, I appreciate that. I know I'm going to be welcome with positivity here.
Yes.
So yeah, so my good news is that number one, I am quitting my job. I resigned a few weeks ago, and yeah, my last day is on the 28th, and I made my last month there very memorable. I work at a TV station as a producer on a lifestyle show here in Vegas, and I literally probably pitched like 20 Black History Month related segments because you know how it is sometimes, like to get the black people on the show, you got to be extra gimmicky, you got to have a good reason. So Black History Month is that reason. And so yeah, got a bunch of people who I've had on my list for a while, and this was the perfect opportunity. So I've had a lot of fun this month having them on the show. And yeah, so it hasn't been a great experience at that job, so I'm really glad that I was able to have like a pretty fun month for the last month. So that was really cool. And yeah, so I'm about to leave Vegas, move back to my hometown, but I'm from a kind of cool hometown. Like I'm from the suburbs. I'm from Chicago. So yeah, Chicago's always cool or whatever. There's lots of opportunities out there. And then one of the biggest things I'm excited for is that I'm gonna be like traveling for like at least the next year, year and a half.
So
Yeah, so
wait,
like
Tierra, you quit your job to travel?
that's part of it for sure. That's a big part of it because one of my friends works for an airline, and so he added me. Oh wait. Oh, sorry. I was looking at the screen at my laptop. I'm like, wait, did she say something else? It's the delay. But yeah, no. So yeah, one of my friends works for an airline, and he added me as his companion. So now I just have like free or very cheap, like unlimited travel, and I just know that who knows if I'm gonna ever work for an airline. So I don't know if I'm gonna ever have this opportunity any other time. So I have to jump on it now. Like I'm 29, almost 30. So yeah, like no time like the present. I don't have like anything holding me back from it. So yeah, I'm so excited for all the trips that I have in mind. And yeah, I know one of my first ones, well, maybe not my first one, not maybe not my next one, but within a couple of months, I'm probably trying to go to India and really just work on getting recentered and meditate and yoga and prayer and just all of that type of stuff to get my mind right. And then hopefully that will just make all my other little travel experiences even better because now I'll just be more at peace and more open when I go to all of these different places. So yeah,
I'm
that's
so
that's some of the
excited
main
for
stuff right now.
you. I am
Thank you,
because
thank you.
you should feel really good because like there aren't a lot of people who get the opportunity to say, you know what, I'm gonna back away from this job and then back out in the way that you wanted to back out, leave the way you wanted to leave on a good note, on a healthy note, and then be like, oh, I'm gonna go travel to make sure I could like get my mind together and reduce my stress and I'm gonna move. Like these are so many big moves you're making for yourself and, like, putting yourself first. I that's wonderful.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm excited. This weekend I've just been like trying to go through a whole moving process, but
Mhm.
yeah, I'm gonna officially be going from here next weekend and can't wait to get back to my dog because my family has my dog right now and really just get this travel started. And hopefully he'll be with me for most of the trips. I don't know if I could bring him to India. I'm literally trying to stay in like an ashram. I'm trying to have like a real eat, pray, love experience.
Leave your dog at home. Your dog will be alright. Leave
Yeah,
your dog
but
listen, look at leave your dog at home, please.
yeah, somebody might try to take him in India. I don't know how that worked, but I heard they're really strict on dogs in Asia. It's odd, but
Yeah. They're strict on taking your dogs out of the country.
really, well, I don't.
Yeah.
I took him to Mexico.
I think that's easier, but when you start
Okay.
taking your dog to, like, Asia and India, they be like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I
that's
don't
when it
know how they
gets
be
weird.
if your dog is
Yeah,
comfortable, like
yeah, he's a little small Pomeranian. It's weird to travel without him at this point. Like, it's so weird walking through the airport. I'm like, I'm so used to having that little 5 pound weight on my arm. Where's he at?
yeah. Well, that's
But
awesome.
yeah.
So wait, tell us a little bit because we still have a few more days in the month. Tell us a little bit about your segments that you might have coming up. Do you have any more Black History focused segments coming up that you did?
Yeah, so right now, which I didn't even try to frame this as Black History Month, but I just saw that I guess my executive producer did. There's this one local chef out here, and a lot of people consider themselves celebrity chefs or whatever, which that's fine or whatever. But yeah, so he's like a celebrity chef or whatever. He's cooked for some football players. Like we had the Raiders out here right now, so he's cooked for some of the Raiders players and then some other NFL players. So yeah, so I guess that put him into the category of celebrity chef. So that's cool for him. But yeah, regardless, his food looks really great. And he's a really nice guy. So I can't wait to have him on the show. But I don't know if y'all have heard of him. Who else do we have coming up? What month? Okay, yeah, we only got 6 days left. There's this
Yeah.
local singer out here. Her name is Danny. She's gonna be on the show on the 28th. Her name is spelled Dannii, and her music is actually really good.
Okay.
So yeah, if y'all have time,
Let me
definitely look
see.
her up. Um, who else? What you call
Danny
it?
is she black?
Yeah, she's black.
Okay, let me see. What's her other? That's all she go by because a lady named
She
Danny
should be
Minogue.
on. She should be on Apple Music. I
Okay,
was
let
just
me
listening
see.
to her on there. Dannii.
I only see one. Danny Minogue. Minogue.
That's weird. Let me not
That's,
swipe off. I guess it turned me black. But yeah, that's weird. I don't know. I was just listening to her stuff. What's one of her songs? One of her songs is called Home. It's supposed to be on Apple Music. I don't know. I'm like, do you have to have a special link or something? That would be weird though.
let me see. This just this white lady keep popping up.
That's weird. Yeah, girl, my memory bad. I'm over here looking at the little calendar. So I don't like to say misspeak. Who else we got coming up? Mm. Oh, wait, maybe I gave her two N's. Sorry, I gave
Yeah.
Dannii. Try
Oh,
that.
okay. I was about to say. Oh, I found her. Yep.
Okay, yeah, she's super pretty, super great singer.
I'm gonna listen to her music on my way out tonight.
Okay, bet. Mm. Yeah, it looks like all of my segments have passed for the most part. But I will say we just had Ali Sadiq on the show. That wasn't a Black History Month segment, but I love that. I
Yeah,
love me
that's
some
dope.
Ali. Yeah, he was just on the show on the 18th, and I was able to get him to stay an extra day in Vegas to come on the show on a Monday. So that was just like the most amazing thing. 'Cause I had like met him a few times, and I'm like, I don't know if you remember me, which I know people probably say that to him all day. He said he did. 'Cause I had interviewed him in Indianapolis.
And
So
he remembered.
he
He
said
said he
he
did.
did.
He
I
probably
don't think,
did. He
yeah.
probably
I'm
don't
like,
forget a face.
yeah, it's like I was telling him, like, yeah, you do have a good memory. I mean, you kind of have to be like a storyteller. So that
Yeah.
makes sense. So yeah, that was a really cool recent segment. Honestly, just even ending with that one, I'm like, I was so happy to see Ali again. And he's talking about he even said during the interview, he's talking about maybe doing a residency in Vegas. So that was really cool.
Okay, that'll be big. Okay, wait,
Hmm.
Tierra. Everybody saying they about your dog, about your Pomeranian, they quarantine the animals or they'll let them in but won't let them out. So be careful with taking your dog. Just look into
Mm.
it. Look into it.
Yeah, I'm gonna literally have to. I'm gonna be on that for like every single place I go. Cause yeah, if it's
Yes.
not looking good for him, then yeah, I'm not gonna bring him.
Yes. So
Gotta
putting
keep
that
him
out there, girl.
safe.
We gotta, just make it stress free for you. Like,
Yeah, no, exactly. But real quick, if we're are we talking goals too for the year?
yeah, what kind of goals you got? Let us know.
Okay, so outside of traveling, kind of like Janelle said, and probably everybody else doing, trying to get healthy. I'm trying to
Mhm.
look good on all these trips. So, the child, how much weight I got to lose? Where we at?
Well, you look good
Trying to look.
already, but if you wanna feel better, then
Thank you. Yeah, probably a good 40 pounds or so to lose. So, I'm trying to be on top of that. Which I had for a while, but just the whole moving process kind of slowed me down a little bit. But it's fine once I get a new home base. I'm gonna be back on it or whatever. Um,
all right, I'm back.
what you call it? Trying to keep saving up money on top of the traveling, trying to keep everything affordable for the most part so I can stay
Yes.
financially free as long as possible. But
Mhm.
I do have like some little side job ideas lined up. One of them, surprisingly, fun fact, being a substitute teacher in Chicago
Oh
only
yeah.
pays like $2 less than what I was making out here because TV producers don't make anything. So
Yeah. Girl, I know I have a broadcast degree. I know. I know.
yeah, so definitely gonna yeah, that's one of my backup job ideas, which I think will be really fun. Honestly, I'm gonna try to use the kids like a TV show. I feel like they're gonna be hilarious.
Mhm.
so, so yeah, on top of working, just gonna be trying to have a good time there. I'm into the stock market too, so gonna stay on top of my trading and education and all of that. We're getting better with that. And then also one of my big long-term goals, which I don't know if this is something that you have any can share any. Actually, two things I'm wondering if you can share insight with. Number
Mhm.
one, I know you talked about working in HR, and that's kind of something
Mhm.
that I have interest in too. My brother works in HR right now, so he can provide some insight as well. But yeah, just I know I don't know what your degree is in, but I heard you say it wasn't in HR. So, and I don't have a
Mm-mm.
degree in HR either. Well, you did just say your degree. So is that your only degree, broadcast?
Broadcast communications. Mhm.
Okay, so yeah, pretty much the same as me. And I'm like,
Mhm.
how the heck do I get into HR when my degree is nothing close to that?
Yeah. Well,
So,
I started as I worked in Silicon Valley. Well, not
mhm,
Silicon Valley. It's not Silicon Valley. It's San Francisco. But I started working in tech startups. So I started in what do they call that? Customer support at a tech startup. And then I became sort of like the office manager, and then I would train other people on the team, and I created all these training materials because I was like the second customer support person. And
mhm,
then I moved on to a technical recruiting coordinator job
mhm,
where I was at a tech startup. There was no human resources. When I started there, there was no finance team. They only had a lawyer. They didn't have no HR person at all. I became their HR person by working there. So,
and
yes, I would hire people. I onboarded them. I came up with the onboarding process. I figured out we had the first person who had a baby. He was like, Jasmine, what do I do? Because I was the only person there. And
mhm,
so, and then after that, I was like, okay, I need some real HR experience. So I went and got a HR specialist job that was pretty much created for me. So I was half executive assistant, half HR specialist at CBS. So it took me honestly, like without a degree in HR too, like even though I don't think you need a degree to work in HR.
mhm.
Sometimes you need certifications, but not a degree. But it took me about 2.5 to 3 years to get to HR specialist at a big company.
Okay,
Um, so my advice would be to, especially in a city like Chicago, my advice would be to start at a small startup company. So you
okay,
can
I'm gonna
do
have to look for
multiple
that.
jobs. They need help. So they're gonna have you do multiple things, and that's how you gain your experience if you want to work in HR, you know.
Mhm. Yeah, it's something I'm definitely open to. I'm trying to keep all of my options open. Like I do feel like maybe helps a little bit that my brother's already in there and he's been like in that field for some years now. So hopefully he can help give me
Yeah.
some leads and I can take advantage of that. But yeah, it
Tell him to
does.
give you an entry level HR job. Do he work in Chicago? Yeah. But I
Girl,
mean,
he working a good one.
so yeah, tell him to help you. Say, listen, I need an entry level. Next time you have an entry level HR job opening, let me know.
Entry level anything. But yeah, his company's kind of weird. They're a very big company, very like lots of perks and all that, but it's very niche. So it seems like outside of that niche, they have very few people. But I stay on his company website and like I'm gonna stay on top of him too. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep that in mind for sure. And thank you for sharing all of that because yeah, it seems like yeah, you did have like a different type of road to it, and my brother kind
Yeah.
of honestly did too. It was definitely very hard for him when he first graduated, and now like it's been some years, and I won't say he got lucky, but like it finally just worked. So
Yeah.
I get that it
It
takes some
takes
time.
it does. It takes
Yeah,
time. So, but
and
I would encourage you to kind of like now you're going to be traveling a little bit. Really take the time and figure out what it is that you're passionate about. because you're 29. Like, people 29-year-olds don't understand when I tell them this. That's young. You got time. Like, I quit my job in 2019. It's 2025, so and I'll be 36. So around this time is the same time that I quit my job where you're at right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what
Oh,
I mean? So,
okay.
really sit with yourself and figure out what are you passionate about? What do you wanna do? Because you can do it and you have plenty of time. I'm
Mm-hmm.
still pursuing the things I wanna do. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Yeah,
So
nah, that's dope to hear. And like, hopefully, I mean, I don't want to put too much pressure on India, but going to a place like that, that's really what I want to try to do. And just gonna be meditating. I ain't gonna have no meat. It's gonna be nothing but what's it? Vegan food at that ashram. So, child, yes, it's gonna be interesting. But and real quick, my other goal, like you said, find what I'm interested in. So one of the things that I think, well, no, I know I'm interested in. One of the reasons I follow you, comedy.
mhm,
So I don't want to be a stand-up comedian, but
mhm,
I love like the behind the scenes world of it. So like how I'm a producer now, basically trying to like whether it's produce a comedy show or produce a comedian's talk show or just anything like a comedians do, like obviously podcasts, like literally all of that type of stuff. So yeah, I know comedians need producers. So yeah, so that's one of my big goals right now. And I've been getting my foot into it a little bit. Like I got a chance to work with Wild and Out recently, and I'm kind of
Oh,
plugged in, yeah, with their team a little bit. And I guess I shouldn't name drop too much or anything, but like working for my show, I've met a lot of comedians, and
mhm,
obviously, obviously people don't always want to give back what you give to them, or they don't even realize that you're giving to them.
yeah,
But hopefully some of those relationships I've built can add on to something. And I guess one person who I haven't met yet, for example, like Little Rail, I don't know if you saw, but he did a comedy festival in Chicago last year. I believe it was in September, and it was for the
okay,
first time.
okay,
It was called, like, I think the What's Funny Comedy Festival or something. And he was actually looking for volunteers for that because it was first time. I guess maybe they weren't trying to pay too many people, and I totally would have been
yeah,
down for that. But
yeah,
I just was stuck in Vegas. I didn't have my travel benefits yet, so I couldn't do it. But yeah, but now that I'm about to be back in Chicago, it seems like he's starting to plan it already. So he getting a head start on it. So I definitely want to reach out to his team soon and see how I can be involved in that. And yeah, just trying to find more ways to work behind the scenes in comedy. Like, I literally just found out it's part of one person's job to literally just book somebody's hotels. And I'm like, I could book
yeah.
hotels. So like there's so many little ways to work behind the scenes, it seems. And like, so I'm trying to figure that out. That's a big part of my year as well. But yeah, that's about my last thing.
Okay,
But
good. Well, I would say think big. Think
yeah.
big. Think bigger than booking hotels. Like, what do you wanna do? You know what I'm serious
Yeah.
because
Well,
sometimes we
full on
think
producer, just anything producer. And
yeah,
producers literally do anything. That's what I was telling my friend. I'm like, because he's talking about booking hotels. That sounds like a personal assistant. I'm like, girl, as a producer here, I have to vacuum sometimes. Producers do everything. And you
yeah,
literally
but
just have to be willing.
I don't know. The thing about it, I was gonna say is why not produce your own segments with you traveling?
On
Like
that, on that.
show everybody what you can do and your point of view, and
Yes,
you have this life experience that you are about to go through. Why not show us that? You know?
for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna be getting all the content, all the content.
Yes. And then that
Yes.
also lets people know, like, oh, listen, it's just a thing that people show. You already have probably so many examples of things you produce for work already in Vegas, but
Mhm.
like this could be like your own passion project kind of thing, you know? Um,
Yeah, I hope they don't delete TikTok. I hope we get this figured out because yeah, no, I'm definitely on that, and I know TikTok is huge for that. So yeah.
yes.
But yeah, if
Well,
you ever need a producer, by the way, I know you're talking about your cooking show and stuff, girl. I will totally fly to LA and help you any way I can. The flights are nothing; it's just time. So I
the
totally
flights
do
are
not mind.
something. Okay, so
I
the
promise you,
flights
I
are
don't mind.
something.
Yeah,
So,
no,
but I'll
they're a
keep
big deal, but I swear I do not mind. So just
yes,
let
well,
me know.
I'll let you know, Tierra. And thank you so much for jumping on and congratulations on everything you're doing.
Okay, thank you so much, and I appreciate y'all for listening. Sorry if I was talking too much.
Girl, no, we here to listen.
Bye,
Okay, we'll
y'all.
see you
Thank
later.
you.
Y'all, this was so fun. Thank y'all so much for being a bright light. Everybody in the chat, everybody who joined, Janelle, Gaston, Tierra, for just throwing some positivity about out there and also taking risks. Gaston's taking a risk. He's about to start his YouTube channel. Tierra's taking a risk by quitting her job and like getting into things that she's more passionate about and even taking time for herself. That's self care, right? Janelle's taking risks by going on dates tonight or wanting to kiss people. That's a no, but it's just expanding her knowledge and really betting on herself and reading more books and trying to enjoy her life. You know what I mean? Not that's not really taking a risk enjoying her life by immersing herself in fiction, but it is self-care, you know? So, thanks to everybody who joined tonight. Y'all really inspired me. Um so yeah, tomorrow we'll be on Jazz After Dark. If you're a member on YouTube, or if you're a member on a Patreon, the Secret Society, we'll be talking about yoni eggs tomorrow night at 7 p.m. And I'll see y'all later. I gotta go to my friend's party tonight, so I have 20 minutes to get ready and leave. Okay, y'all. Have a good night. Bye. This was fun. This was so fun. See y'all later. I'm gonna keep it up on YouTube.